Okay, Nishchal, stay on. Now we will have more stocks and more of the market to discuss with you. But right now we have a management joining in. KEC International has bagged new orders worth about 1,500, just over 1,500 crore rupees from Power Grid. With this order win, the company's order inflow has reached an all-time high of 21,000 crore rupees. To discuss this, we have Vimal Kejriwal, MD and CEO at KEC International, joining in. Thanks very much, Mr. Kejriwal, for being with us. Could you just tell us now, with this order coming in from Power Grid, sort of what is the visibility on the execution? We're entering a brand new year, so your order book is, of course, very, very lofty. How do you see execution shaping up, and what's the revenue growth visibility for the next year, FY24?
So, morning, Surabhi. So these orders, typically, if you want to execution of these orders, these are all typically 15 months orders. So execution will start immediately in Q1. And almost the entire revenue should come in FY24. Overall, I think we have been talking about 20% growth for the current year, that's FY23, and a 15% plus for the next year, FY24.
Morning, Mr. Kejriwal. What about margins on this new order win?
Typically, again, it would be between 8 to 10%.
Okay, all right. And, you were telling us that your order inflows will comfortably exceed that guidance that you had given earlier, I think of around 21,000 odd. What do you end this year with in terms of order inflow?
So, Nigel, we have orders of 21,000 and plus, and we have around another 4,000 crores of L1. So I do presume that, some part of that will get converted. So we should end up probably with 22.5 or 23 or something like that, in that range.
Okay. All right. And also, I wanted to clarify, I recall you were telling us that the Afghanistan collections will come in by the end of this fiscal. I think it was 200 crores odd. Still on the cards?
So part of it has come in, and part of it we have just closed a settlement. I do hope that the money comes in before 31st March. If not, maybe a week or two beyond that. But since we have arrived at a settlement, I think we are on ballpark to get our 200 crores.
Okay, just to go back to, an idea about FY24, Mr. Kejriwal, obviously, power is a chunky segment, but you're also doing a lot of work on the water side. If you could give us a breakup, how much of that is contributing to the revenue pie, and what will the mix look like, let's say, in the next 12 odd months?
So, Surabhi, I don't have the exact revenue part of it, but broadly out of our order book of 31,000 crores, which we have today, roughly 15%, 4,800 or something, is in the water sector. And those orders are typically, up to 24 months or so. Some of them had come early. So as a wild guess, I'll say probably 2,500 crores or so revenue should be there next year from the water segment.
Okay. And how do the margins compare with the orders that you typically execute on the power side, water versus power?
So margins would be similar. However, the water orders have a much better cash flow. Since they are funded by the central government, what we are seeing is, you raise an invoice and within 10-15 days you get paid for it. So our net working capital on water is pretty decent, I'll say.
Very quickly, before we let you go on the Brazilian operations, you were guiding for PBT positive in the second quarter of this fiscal. Sticking to that, right, Mr. Kejriwal, because that's been a bit of a scratchy point for the markets.
So it's next fiscal, FY24. Yeah,
yes.
Hopefully we should be PBT positive. We are already, I think, operating positive this quarter. We should be operating for the next 2 quarters also. The problem is the interest rates there are still not coming down. So we are refinancing all the loans there.
Yes.
So if we are able to close them by Q1, the entire refinancing, then Q2 should be definitely be PBT positive. If not, Q3, but it would be a marginal negative if it is negative. I do hope that we can make it PBT positive in Q2.
Okay, good to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much, Mr. Kejriwal, to stop by and give us a quick insight into the company as well as FY24. Looks like it's shaping up quite well. Slip into a short break. On the other side, our technical experts, Mitesh and Sudarshan, will be waiting for us with technical trades.